Got one.
What you got? What you got?
I think I got a raccoon perch. But no, I think it's a pretty nice one. Yeah, it is. Pretty nice one there.
Oh, that's the nicest one today, looks like, from here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that is a large male.
That's a nice one. I bet he hit it hard.
Good. He hit it hard. He really did. Pretty fish. That one spawned out.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello and welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program is about yellow perch fishing, one of my favorite kinds.
Yeah, it's a real popular fish, especially up in the northeastern part of this country. But here in North Carolina, in late winter, real early spring, when these fish start moving up our creeks to spawn, a lot of people go out for them. They're very tasty on the table, and on light tackle, as you'll see, they're a lot of fun to catch. And we're fishing off the Alligator River today, and just caught a lot of fish. Again, you match your tackle, like we say, with a lot of fish we fish for, and you can have a lot of fun.
In gear time, we're going to talk about the tackle today. Not high tech at all.
No high tech equipment here needed at all. It's all light. These guys are using jigger poles, something they've used in the past on some shows for us, catching crappie or crappie. They just like the feel of it, but they'll show us how to do it.
We've all heard of chicken pot pie, but today we're going to get a recipe for wild turkey pot pie.
Exactly. She's just replaced chicken with turkey, and in her own special way, she'll show us how to have a different pot pie.
All right, let's go perch fishing today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Ronnie, here we go. We're heading on our annual yellow perch fishing trip.
Right.
And hopefully be as good as the one we had last year.
Middle of February is when they spawn, and we usually catch a bunch of males and some of the really large females that are full of roe. Fun to catch and delicious to eat.
We caught some really pretty fish last year, and we got a little rain coming behind us, and I hope we can get in and catch them in this secret spot of yours.
Secret spot.
The secret spot.
And we're going to use our jigging poles, so it should be a lot of fun on light tackle.
Yeah, it should. I really enjoyed that since you taught me how to jig.
It's a fun way to do it.
I really like that. That's a lot of fun.
Let's get them.
All right, we're almost there.
Ted, we're at the hole here, and we got our jigging poles out, 1/8 ounce jigs, and we're going to, these raccoon perch are right on the bottom, so we're going to let it fall to the bottom and then kind of jerk it up and let them fall back down. Kind of snatch it up and let them fall down slowly, and you keep a tight line and you can feel them hit. So that's the technique we're going to use.
I'm excited. I want to catch them like we did last year.
There we go. Let's try it.
I put my
right down to the bottom.
I put my my jigging reel on my fly rod this year.
That's exactly what I do. I've got a mini underspin and a fly rod. They're right on the bottom usually.
Come on, baby.
Warming up a little bit too. That's going to help us.
You're not running.
Sometimes you have to hold it real still and they'll hit it. Sometimes I like it on the fall.
Oh, I got a good one there, Ronnie.
We got a double going, Ted. Yeah, there we go. All right, a double. Like that. I told you when one of them bites, it looks like, it's almost like they go into a little bit of a frenzy.
They either are or they aren't.
Yeah, that's right. For some reason, it looks like yours is a little bigger than mine, Ted. That's probably about an average size. This is a little bit smaller. Both of them appear to be males, though.
Yep.
But that was a double. That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty. Especially for the first ones.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get another one. They do hit at the same time. I know it's that it triggers that feeding instinct when one fish hits something else.
It's something about it. I tell you, every
like-
time seems like they just boom, boom.
The bluefish do it. Lots of fish do it. That's a pretty good one.
That looks like a good one.
Oh, a female.
Yeah, that's a
Big
pretty
old fat
fish.
female. Come on over to me. Ah. Look at look at the stomach on that thing. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, I got one.
Oh, well, excuse me. Excuse me for interrupting your catching. Still got him? Double.
Yeah, I got him.
Well, you know, we talked about the fact when one hits, it seems like it triggers the rest of them to hit.
It seems like that. I swear, every time you turn around, if you
Ted,
catch one.
put yours over here beside mine. Let's see which one's bigger.
This one's much bigger.
Hey, this is good.
Yeah, that's a male.
You want to eat a few?
Yeah, I love to eat them. These are
Let's
great fish.
We'll drop them in the bait well. We'll keep a
can.
few.
Is this the only time you really catch these fish in a concentrated?
In great numbers. Yes, when they spawn, I mean, we're on a fairly large body of water. When they spawn, they all come to the shoreline in these cypress knees and spawn, and that's the time of the year when you can really catch a lot of them.
But you can catch them anytime, but just not in numbers.
Yeah, they scatter, after they spawn, they scatter back out, and you can catch them, but they're just all over the place. Right now, they're concentrated along the shoreline.
I got you.
It's a great time of the year. Raccoon perch is one of the few fish that you can catch in February in freshwater and really have a lot of success, even though the weather's still cold.
With the water cold. I got you.
I got a good one.
That looks like a good one.
Fighting pretty good.
Need a net?
Ooh, big fat one. I think that
Female?
might be a female.
Oh, really?
Look how fat this one is.
Bad, right?
Look at that.
She is
I told you we were going to catch them about that thick, and she is filled with roe.
Wow.
Red fins, just classic raccoon perch.
Beautiful fish.
That's pretty. That's it. That's what we came for. And I'm gonna put her in the box.
There you go. I don't blame you.
Pretty?
Yes, sir.
Pretty work, Ted.
Yeah, I don't think he's too big, but feels good.
See if they'll.
He's bigger than I thought he was, though.
Man, that's a nice one, Ted. That's a big old male. Big old male.
He could open his mouth for me. Come on.
Moving's kind of paid off for us here.
Mm-hmm. It just kind of died up.
Oh, there he is.
Dried up.
There he
another
is.
One. Yep.
That's a good one. He's fighting good.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
Come to Papa. All right. All right. I'm gonna count that as a double because we were right there together, Ted. Pretty work. Two males.
Brothers.
Just need to get some females, some bigger ones. Pretty work. Toss them in there. Ted, we fished a couple of places today, but things have kind of slowed down, so I think what we'll do is kind of work our way back down this bank to where we originally started, which is always a good spot, and I'm sure we didn't catch them all the first time, so we'll ease back down there and try it there.
That's fine with
all.
me. That's always been a good spot.
It's been good so far. Maybe we'll catch a few more.
Yep. It really slowed up, didn't it?
Wind died out. Beautiful day, though.
It is gorgeous.
Good work, Ted.
Got one on there, Mr. Ronnie.
Man, you're hot.
Pretty
You're a quick learner, Ted.
He's trying to hook me.
That's a male. He's fighting pretty good.
That's a nice little fish there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a nice female. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Come to Papa.
Mm-hmm. That's a decent fish.
That's right. Feel free to catch one, Ted. I think I got a a raccoon perch. But no, I think it's a pretty nice one. Yeah, it is a pretty nice one there.
Oh, that's the nicest one today, looks like, from here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that is a large male.
That's a nice one. I bet he hit it
did
hard.
good. He hit it hard. He really did. Pretty fish. That one spawned out. All right, put him in a box and get another one.
Out here, what do you think the fish like the best out here when you're coming? What are you looking for?
I think all fish like deep water. So what I look for out here is to try to find some deep water with a pretty sharp ledge, and then if you can, a flat, you know, where it comes up, and then there's a flat with some structure on it. And we've got some grass here that is a structure. It's deeper out here. There you go. Oh, nice one. Pretty work. You interrupted my story.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He just nailed it.
He did that. Big old male, yeah. Pretty fish. So we like the structure and the deeper water, and you were fishing, we're kind of fishing on that ledge, and that's where that fish was.
Right.
Right on that. He got the safety of the deeper water, but he can come up here and spawn and feed. Stick him right here, Ted. Since I'm not doing anything else, I'll take him off for you. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty, pretty perch. Male. Oop.
Colors are a lot brighter on that fish.
Yeah, isn't he pretty?
He is pretty.
Bronze gold. Your jig's pretty too. I like that. Pretty work. There.
Ronnie, you finally hooked one up. That's a decent fish, female.
Oh, that's a nice, broke my line. Female. Look at the stomach. Nice.
Pretty fish.
Pretty female.
Ronnie, could it be just a little hair early?
Not traditionally, but it always could be. And it's all driven by the weather and the water temperature. But I'm gonna save him, put him in the box for me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Pretty fish. Same good old.
Have to tie that.
Pretty red. Ronnie, traditionally you like to bring the minnows as a backup on these fish, just like we do the crappie.
Yeah, it's you can catch them on the jigs. It's fun to catch them in different ways, and sometimes they hit minnows better than jigs. And also you can put earthworm. You can tip your jig with an earthworm, or even tip the jig with a minnow. I've fished them that way before. So it's never bad to have a backup plan. We've been doing pretty good with just the jigs this morning.
Yeah.
I got one here.
See a good one?
Well, I can't tell yet. Yeah,
Pretty good. Boy, he is fighting. Look at him.
Pretty good. Yeah. I got a little male here. He was particularly happy to see me, I think, but not that big. I think I'm gonna toss him back.
Yeah.
That was fun. He fought like a bigger fish.
He was really fighting like a nice.
And they have not spawned out, so that's good.
Sure hadn't.
Let's get another one here.
And these females are not as big as the ones we saw last year either. I think they might be a little bit early, maybe.
All driven by the weather, cold weather. We've had some cold, windy days recently, so maybe that slowed it down. Ted, I'm getting tired of taking your fish off. Where'd it go?
Pretty fish.
There we go. Tell you what, I think maybe that real bright skirt you have on there
I just put that on. It might
be helping.
It could be the deal. I got some more of them.
Pretty.
This fish has been beating the bottom up. He's knocked off scales and he's kind of scarred on this other side. I'm just guessing that's from spawning. Yeah.
Drop him in the bucket there.
All right.
Pretty work. Yeah, not another one.
Yeah, feels pretty good
Wow. Wow, look at that one. Jeez, Louise. May I unhook him for you?
too. Sure.
Good. Gosh, I think that put him over here. A nice male here, and I said this before, but look at those fins Look at the color. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous. It really sets them off.
Absolutely gorgeous with the gold in here and the raccoon. Gosh, it's pretty. I'm just really thankful to be able to unhook your fish for you.
Thank you, everybody. You did
Pretty
a
work.
fine job.
Pretty work.
Joe, we caught a lot of fish.
We did. This time of year, the fish are moving in the areas, particularly in the place we were fishing, to spawn. So they're congregated in areas. Generally, the rest of the time of the year, they're spread out up the creeks and along shorelines, and they're spread out. But in the spring, this time of year, they're congregated, and so if you know where to go, if you have places that they like to hang out, you can catch a lot of fish. And the guys kept a few today and released most of them. But we had a lot of fun.
Let's talk about the tackle. Let's go to gear time.
Well, Ronnie, we ended up having a really successful day on our perch
Yeah, we did
trip.
raccoon perch,
Getting the Englishman,
yellowfin,
and the raccoon perch.
raccoon. A lot of
And,
different names.
And we caught some really nice fish today too. Some beautiful fish. We've caught more in numbers, I think, than we did today, but
Yeah.
we caught some decent fish
Yeah, we
today.
did.
I was happy with that. I brought my spinning reel. I got a 5.5 foot spinning reel that I'll use sometime with the little jigs, but I didn't use it today. I love to use that
Right.
my jigging pole. I got a 9-foot jigging pole, and I put my fly rod on it this year because I liked the action of yours last year, and I caught most of mine on that, and started today with that clear and red jig.
Skirt, yep.
Until it got slow on us and stopped, and I switched up with that chartreuse salt and pepper, and that really took
did
off
good,
the
yeah.
second part.
And I found the same thing. The chartreuse was definitely the best of the jig skirts that I used. And I do use a 9-foot graphite fly rod, 5 weight, with a 6-pound test mini underspin. And it's just a great way to catch any size fish. And the other thing that we did too, we brought some minnows and some worms as a backup.
Always bring the
Because you never know.
backup.
Yeah, you need a backup. And you can take just a little bit of worm and tip it, or actually put a minnow on the jig itself, and then sometimes we use a cane pole. But today we were able to catch a good number on just the jigs. Right. And then we used the tip worm a little bit. So it was really good. And the weather was cold this morning, but wind shifted a couple of times and it warmed up some. But despite all that, we caught fish.
And we missed the rain, and we came after a targeted fish that we wanted to catch, and we caught them. And any day you can do that is a good day to me.
Absolutely. Today was a great day. It's a good day to be alive.
It was a great day, and I enjoyed it. And I look forward to doing it again.
Thanks, man. Enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys, for that information. Now let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen with a recipe for wild turkey pot pie.
Hi, today in the kitchen we're making a wild turkey pot pie. My family loves pot pies, and this is one of those great recipes that you can start it in the morning. It cooks all day long, so you don't have to tend to it until the very end. And this is something that is so good, and it's one of those things that you can also make ahead of time and freeze. And if you need to give a gift to a friend, or you just want to have some things in your freezer for a busy day, this is it. So we're starting off with our turkey breast, and it's in our crock pot. We just put it in there and we're ready to go with that. We're going to add about 1/4 cup of chicken broth. And you think, gosh, that's not a lot of liquid, but it does make its own liquid as it cooks, because I was a little nervous when I first saw the recipe too. Then we're going to add about 4 ounces of cream cheese. And this is chive and onion cream cheese. You can use the garden variety if you want, or if you want to give it a different flavor, you can use some of the Italian mixes and that type of thing. So what I do is I just kind of put it around in the bottom of my crock pot. And then we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce, some soy sauce, and some butter. And then we're gonna add some garlic. And I like to use fresh garlic, so we're just gonna cut off the end. And you don't have to chop your garlic. You can just add, one smashed clove. And what I like to cut off the end of the garlic, then smash it, and then the peel comes right off. So we're just gonna break that apart. Ready to go. So we're gonna also add some sage, some dried sage, and we're gonna add some fresh herbs to this. If you don't have fresh herbs, don't worry about it. You can use the dried. My children and my husband just like to grow herbs in the yard, so I just pull out what we have. So this is some thyme, and I'm just gonna break it up into some pieces. And then we're gonna add some parsley, and I just like the flat Italian parsley, so we're just gonna rough chop that. And put that in. Also add some pretty color. It's gonna add some great flavor. Then we're gonna add some basil. And to do your basil, I just kind of break my leaves off. And then I'm gonna roll it up and just give it a rough chop, or like a rough chiffonade. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna roll it up and then just put it in there. Then we'll put our lid on and we're gonna cook it on low for 10 hours. That's all you have to do, quick and easy. Then, once it's finished, you're going to, this is also one of those recipes that you can do it all in one container. So you can take your crock out of your crock pot, put the topping, the cornbread topping on it, and bake it in the oven if you want. We're gonna make our buttermilk cornbread mixture that's gonna go on the top. We're going to use 2 bags of the buttermilk cornbread mix and about 1.5 cups of water. Or you can use milk in this recipe as well. Just follow the directions on the back of the box. So we're gonna add in our water. We're gonna mix all this together, and then we're gonna pour it over our turkey mixture and bake it at about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, just until the cornbread mixture is nice and golden brown and firm. So let's take a look and see what it looks like when it's finished. As you can see, we have our great cornbread topping and then all this great juicy turkey underneath. It is awesome. I think you're really gonna love it, and so I hope you enjoy the wild turkey pot pie, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna. That's another good one. Joe, the perch, we did catch a lot of fish that day.
Well, and that's what happens when you find them this time of year when they're congregated like that in spawning mode. And of course, the size of them varies. The females typically, especially if they haven't spawned out yet, are typically the larger of the 2 fish. And again, it's just finding the congregation. It's early season fishing. This fishing is actually before the shad run. I've always said the shad kind of opened the spring season. Well, really, for a lot of people, yellow perch do, but they're great on the table. You match your tackle with the size of the fish that you're going to be catching, and you'll have loads of fun. And like I said, they run up all of our creeks. They join our rivers to spawn, and just go have some fun.
Just good fishing in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. We thank you for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.